With the latest update in Fallout 76 introducing a totally revamped legendary crafting system, the game has opened up a whole new world of legendary gear to scrap. There are a ton of ways to get your hands on legendary items in Fallout 76, but really there are only two methods that are truly efficient for farming gear to scrap. Now, let's jump into those two methods. One of them, super quick, super easy, not really the best way, but okay if you have the resources. And then the second way is the best way, absolutely, in all of Fallout 76 to farm legendary gear repeatedly and just to make it worth it. So the first way that is really worth farming legendary gear, you could craft various unique legendary weapons and then just scrap them. But before you start crafting, make sure to use the super duper perk. You might get lucky and score 2 items for the price of 1. But like I said, this method is really only worth it if, one, you have those legendary weapon plans unlocked to craft those weapons, and if you have the resources to actually do that. And let's be honest, it's extremely fucking boring, but hey, that's a good way to get not all of the legendary plans for the effects in the game, but that is a good way to at least get, I don't know, fucking 10, 15, 12 of the good and okay weapon legendary effects. So just go into your weapon workbench and see what legendary weapons you could craft, and if you have a bloodied weapon or a anti-armor weapon that you could craft that is a legendary unique weapon, then go ahead, craft it and scrap it. Try and get them. But some of the unique weapons in this game have terrible, terrible, terrible fucking effects on the game, on their weapon. So it's not the best way to do it, but it is definitely a super efficient way to knock out some kind of important legendary effects. Like I said, anti-armor, explosive. If you can craft any legendary weapons with those effects on it, do it. Put on super duper, you might get 2, and then just scrapped away. Now, let's get into the real game changer that's going to dramatically increase the amount of legendary weapons and gear that you could get your hands on in Fallout 76 per day. I know what you're asking me. What the fuck is this game-changing method? Is it doing events? Is it farming the queen over and over again? And no, it is simply just running expeditions. But don't just pick any old expedition at random. Don't just do the pit, and don't just do any of the random Atlantic City ones. You're going to want to tackle a specific Atlantic City expedition, and that one is the most sensational game, which was introduced in the first half of the Atlantic City update. This expedition is a breeze and can be completed solo at level 50 or above. I mean, you could even complete it below level 50. If you're below level 50 or even level 50, I would suggest maybe running it with a team. Just start an expedition fucking team and people will join it, and then once you have a couple people in there, go ahead and start it. But if you're going to do the solo, if you're below level 50 or level 50, you're going to want to grab a holy fire or any flamer with vampires on it. You might die once or twice, but you'll have 15 minutes to fucking finish, so you'll be absolutely fine. Like I said, if you're under level 50 or just level 50, it's best to team up with a partner or a group of randoms, since this content is meant for endgame players, and it is extremely easy for anyone that's a little bit of a higher level. I normally knock it down in fucking 8 minutes or say. So, like I said, why choose this expedition over others like the pit? It's simple, it's the fastest. You basically just run through the beginning, do an objective, kill some showmen, go ahead and taunt. Then you go inside of the showman's pier, fucking kill the competitors, do another objective, and boom, you're already at the end. You're at the final boss fight, which is just 2 slightly buffed raiders, so you're completely fine. If you're running this solo like I do, it takes fucking 8 minutes. If you're running it with a team, it could take fucking 3 to 5 minutes. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it, and the faster you'll be able to complete it. Now, you may be saying, why don't just farm fucking events? Why do I have to go and run expeditions? And I will tell you, so it'll take about 5 to 8, and then even if you're really slow, you could do it in 15 minutes and you'll still get the maximum rewards. Each run will net you 5 to 7 legendaries, some caps, stamps, which is awesome, so you could get the Union Power Armor, or you could get the Cold Shoulder, even though they did just nerf shotguns. I'll have a video out on that soon comparing the damage. Awesomely, you'll get a shit ton of XP, which is really, really nice. Sometimes you'll get a handful of legendary modules, which again is really nice considering that they nerfed the number of those and they fucking upped the amount that you'll need for legendary crafting. So Bethesda clearly designed this update with expeditions in mind, making the new legendary crafting system a breeze. If you skip expeditions, like I said, you'll be stuck grinding those events, which could only drop 1 to 2 legendaries every 15 minutes, besides certain ones like Radiation Rumble or everyone's favorite Eviction Notice. Those are great events. I suggest you do those every single time. You could actually walk away with more legendaries than you can while doing expeditions, but they only pop up every fucking 20 minutes or so. So do yourself a massive favor. Dive into those expeditions. As I've been saying for years now, they're the best way to grind the quality of life of your character. The more expeditions you complete, the better gear you'll get, the more stamps you'll get, the more caps you'll get. And again, XP, the first expedition that you do of the day, you'll get 20,000 XP just to complete, and every other time you'll get 10,000 plus the amount of XP that you get per kill for killing those motherfucking enemies throughout the entire thing. And not to mention, it's a great way to farm ammo. So, expeditions, literally one of the best things in the game. They're kind of boring, but if you could grind a couple of them out per day for the next month or so, you will have every single legendary crafting mod unlocked at your disposal like it was nothing, and you'll fucking probably be an extra fucking 500 levels on your character. So expeditions are the way to do it. Thank you motherfuckers for watching this motherfucking video. I appreciate it as always. Until next time, I will see you motherfuckers in the wasteland.